You look at your companions in shock. Black Ring influence or not, the enormity of the Queen's plan
We already
is
knew.
revealed
We have
to
known
kill
about this for
everyone in the
2
city.
hacks. Yeah, I'm not inclined. I mean, apparently I may have been behind the original Death Fog plan, according to some random dialogue that was easily skipped and shouted at us by a crazy elf, so I have no idea. But I'm going with 2.
She's not a monarch. She's a tawdry murderess. And a murderess should never be tawdry.
Honestly, Ethan should especially not forgive the use of Death Fog.
Yeah. Why would I ever choose one?
Given everything, yeah.
Nobody can forgive the use of Death Fog. Not even me.
Okay, so
If we want to loot them, what we're gonna do is
you can try using the Turbulent Wind to see if that clears it. If not, I'm gonna hand you the Tornado Staff.
Do you think Arx is safe in my death? I faced the grave before, you know. Yet through the God King, I have eternal life.
Where's the Queen?
You've such a soft spot for that woman. Do you really think she didn't know exactly what releasing Death Fog into Arx would mean? Don't be fooled. I may have planted the seed, but she gleefully tended to it.
Look, I do believe that, and it's not that I have a soft spot for her, it's that I'm thinking if I can find her, she can tell me what the plan was to release it, and she may have the authority to help me stop it.
My entourage is taking good care of her, I promise. Well, as good as you would expect. If she's missing a few digits or bearing a few new bruises, that's just expected wear and tear.
So what's the Black Ring's endgame with this Death Fog?
The Master's purpose is his own to speak, not mine.
Secrets from you.
You're good with words, so sincere. I almost believed you. But let's pretend I fell for your little persuasion game. I'll tell you the Black Ring's plans on one condition. You release the Death Fog. You bring my mission to an end.
I'll consider it if your story's interesting enough.
The spirit pauses, then nods.
What did the Black Ring hope to accomplish by fogging Arx?
The God King feeds on war, on death, on disease. On the rich source the living ones carried within them, knowingly or not. I think we see it by now. The Death Fog was not just a murder bomb, but a tool. A tool for sowing discord. A tool for pitting the Order against the Dwarven Kingdom. A tool for ridding us of those who would see us fail. Every race, every creed, and every claimant to the title of Divine.
So just maximum chaos.
Isabel's voice rises, and her fists tighten. You presume she'd have gone red with fury, were she not wholly translucent.
I lived for that day, Godwoken. The flesh of every Magister melted like butter in the sun. The Paladins' eyes bugged out in horror as they watched their spouses and children choke on the death fog, clogging their lungs. There would be screams first. Then silence.
On one hand, I'm curious, but on the other, I'm worried that if I keep pushing this conversation, the game is going to pull a gotcha, where for some reason or other, I've made a covenant and like have to release the Death Fog. That is how much I do not trust the devs at this point. So I'm going to stop the conversation. I think that's enough info.
As you wish. I haven't forgotten your promise, however.
I didn't
And
promise.
neither has he.
I said if your story was interesting enough.
Do you think Arx is
So-
safe from my death?
Okay, so Queen Justinia appears to have been an avid diarist in the years past. The first 100 pages of this diary contain detailed accounts of various personal and political engagements. The most recent entry, however, is dated from several years ago. Isabel is most unhappy, and I can't blame her. She says her Black Peak Isle laboratory was vital to her current research, but there's no way to finish her work now that the place is drowning in death fog. As it stands, I must reluctantly minimize the dwarven presence at Black Peak Isle. I've tried to assure her that she can continue her work elsewhere, but she remains inconsolable. So, her lab got hit with death fog, and her response was apparently to swear herself to the frickin' God King and agree to drown Arx in death fog. I will say, if we decide to destroy the death fog, it was definitely leaking for some distance. I don't know how much it's gonna leak, but it could be possible that we might be, like, condemning the kids that are living down here, even if it doesn't get anyone else. I don't know. It's either creeping forward incredibly slowly, or it's stopped. Yeah, I've officially decided I don't care. We tried to destroy it. We destroyed the death fog machine. The death fog stayed in the sewers. Thousands of lives were saved and potential war averted. That is what our quest log says. Yep. Contrite, the queen will learn from her mistakes. She shall return to the kingdom and serve her people. I have no idea how that was accomplished because she was not down there. But, okay, game. Honestly, the whole third option to redirect it into the sea is what felt like the gotcha. Yeah, murdering all the sea life and making trade impossible. That's really minimizing the damage. Honestly, I'm just looking around. I'm trying to find the freaking group of sewer children so that we can try to warn them and see if that's even an option. But I can't remember exactly where they were. And there's been like so many different levels of sewer that I am just lost. Okay, I found the kids. I'm gonna see if there's any kind of option to at least tell them to not go in the room.
Hello. Hello. Got any more money?
Okay, I think I'm going to remark on the rather unique looking painting.
Yeah, it's alright.
Where'd you get it?
That's for me to know, and you to never find out.
Come on, I bet the story's really fun.
I stole it from Lord Kem's house, didn't I? And so what? I only took one of them. The other two were too heavy.
Where did you find it in his
Got 'em
house?
out. There's a pulley thing here, and then a pool with no water and a hatch in it. Easy.
Okay, so we found a secret way into Lord Kim's mansion. I would like to buy the painting.
No.
We have so much gold.
Okay, you can have it for this much.
That is chump change to us, child. Here you go.
Stupid painting then. I never liked it anyway.
Nice.
Okay, I'm sending it to you because I'm carrying too much crap again. Well, I'm glad that we came back to them because that was actually important. I think you need that painting for a puzzle later. At the very least, the game has drawn a lot of attention to it because there was this artist guy that was like painting with his own Kool-Aid fluids. And, yeah, unfortunately, that conversation got cut because of the recording issues on the last episode, but we did talk to him, and he mentioned that painting being in Lord Kim's mansion, so when I saw that dialogue option about an unusual painting, I'm like, did she snick that? Apparently she did. So now we have it, and it seems important. I think we've done everything down here, and so far, The death fog does not seem to be spreading. That room already had some in it. Don't panic. It's not going anywhere. There are rooms down here now that you just don't go in. Which, I mean, it was a sewer filled with traps. That was already the case. Yeah, it's stopped. It's completely stopped. We're fine. We're good. Well, I was expecting to see an option to confront you about the fact that you resurrected Brachus Rex. Because even the game is pointing me to you right now. So I guess I'm just gonna go through these options and see if any of them lead to that. Do you have any advice that you could offer for what's to come?
Advice? I'm afraid not this time. I tell you to not do anything I wouldn't do. But in truth, that isn't a wise mantra for most to follow.
How much longer before Anathema's ready?
Rush perfection.
Okay, I have no options to talk with him, even though... Yeah, confront Tarquin. Yeah, it's this one, a King Reborn. Well, this is dicey, but I'm gonna have you try talking to him instead in case there's been some weird flag set that only you can do it. Yes, okay, so there is something that you have read that I have not that is giving you that option, even though we both have it in our quest log.
Are going to be the death of me.
All right, I'm gonna dig. I haven't sold any books. There's a reason that I didn't sell any of these. Gonna dig through them and try to find the right thing for the Red Prince to read, because I would much rather the person with persuasion do this part, and apparently we can't just talk to each other. Yeah, this is where it mentions that, like, Tarquin was the one who did that.
Oh.
So hopefully I now have the option.
You must truly save
Yep, there we go.
Godwoken. Something you wanted?
I know about your involvement with resurrecting Ridaman, or rather, Brachus Rex.
Tarquin's jaw tightens.
I dabble in all forms of learning, necromancy included. Can you really blame me for being talented? Can you really blame me when I'm forced to use my skills against my will?
Yeah, honestly, there are enough necromancers in this world that she probably could have found someone else to do it if you hadn't. So, yeah, if Dallas forced you, then it's not your fault.
Dallas willed it, and I was in no position to refuse. She wanted to use Brachus to sniff out the Aetherin, to use a tyrannical king as her personal bloodhound, so she could get her hands on the most powerful purging device the world's ever seen.
She thinks she can control him. She is wrong. A creature like him will find a way to break his shackles. He must be eradicated. That's why I sought the pieces of anathema. It's the only thing that can slay him.
What could possibly best the greatest act of necromancy ever performed? Reversing it. That's what. Here, take anathema and keep it close. Without it, you are nothing to Brachus.
Okay, that apparently let him go from you dare rush perfection to here, take anathema. You need to use it to undo my horrible mistake. Okay. You know what? Sure, Tarquin. And it is a two-handed sword that is unrepairable and brittle, so yeah, we get to use it once. We already knew that. I guess we're saving it for Brachus. Doesn't have any stat, well, it has a requirement of strength 14, so someone had better keep that on hand.
Help me!
The girl's spine suddenly arches back at an unnatural angle. A squeal of distress morphs into a deep, throaty chuckle. She straightens and looks at you. Her eyes are black.
She is ours. You will not speak to her. You cannot help her.
The girl squeezes her eyes shut and bows her head. Her own voice emerges, quavering with stress.
I can't do it. I can feel the sunlight and air and
The laugh rises once more, and the girl lifts her head. Her gleeful eyes remain pitch black.
Fool! She is ours. Any strength is ours.
Her eyes clear for just a moment, showing a brief glimpse of the child within. Then the blackness fills them once again, and the demon hisses at you.
You give her hope. Good. It will make her spirit all the more delicious for us when she breaks. The child's purity cannot protect her forever. She cannot resist us. She is nothing. She doesn't even have a name. Fool,
Yep.
you're wasting your time.
A flicker of recognition crosses the girl's face before the demon regains control.
Yeah.
She whimpers for the creature. You twist the knifing well. Her name is Lost. Nothing. Soon she will be nothing.
Follow not the Catman. His words are hot and black. He shimmers around the blood path. March for
Button.
Lucian, flicker.
That's the name of the undead cat from Blood Moon Island.
Every time you draw near, she You tried this trick before and failed. Leave us.
The girl's eyes start to clear, and this time they stay clear.
No. No.
Yeah, you go out the way. Time out. I blunder into. Okay. I thought I blundered into weak to air. What? Everyone gets minions, except... Yeah, I'm glad we get minions, because I've played games where you don't, but everyone else does. Not fun. Stuff says nothing about getting buttons on the ship, which is a shame because he was kind of cool. Or something. Who knows?
I'm ready.
Your maker.
That's fine.
You saved me! You gave me my name back!
Her voice shrinks to an awed, overcome whisper.
Thank you.
She averts her gaze from yours. Her lower lip trembles as she speaks.
The monster... It made me do things. Horrible things.
She takes a deep breath, then raises her head and meets your gaze. Her stare is resolute, aged far beyond her years.
It showed me how bad things can get. But I'm still here, and it isn't. I think I'll be all right now. I don't know. Maybe my family's still out there somewhere. Or maybe I'm alone. Maybe that's a good thing. I've had to share my head for so long. It'll be good to be alone for a while.
She falls into a contemplative silence for a moment, then perks up once again.
Hey, do you know the magic-y stuff everyone's so scared of? Source. I can use Source. It helped me to keep the monster from winning entirely. I don't need it anymore. I want you to have it. I'm going to go and find my cat now. He must be lonely without me. Bye. I won't forget you.
I've spotted something. Now we'll see what
The
Ken
water
was hiding.
rises and falls on Lord Ken's command.
Oh.